It's Marty Millner talking to you today about real estate from Yardley, Pennsylvania, Bucks County. I'm with Coldwell Banker Hearthside, and I wanted to talk to you today about a great article that I read in the New York Times called "A Dream House After All." The article was written by a Professor Carl Case. He's a professor emeritus and actually was the co-founder of the Schiller Case housing evaluation service that's very very well known in real estate circles. Professor Case in this article, which is, as I said, a really interesting article, makes the point that some perspective in real estate is in order. He doesn't deny that housing since 2005 has basically been a disaster, and it could take years to recover from the real estate downturn. But he also goes on to talk about the fact that real estate has always been cyclical, and it will always continue to be cyclical, and that for people that thought at one point that real estate values would never fall, obviously not an accurate perspective. He talks about, asks a question, basically, that what does the American dream mean when it comes to housing? Does it mean a 30% appreciation every year, thereby making a house a vehicle to use for paying bills? I mean, if that's the case, obviously it was a recipe for disaster. He goes on to say that if you're realistic, buying a house, especially in today's environment, can actually make a lot of sense. And as we all know, he points out that interest rates are virtually historic lows. By all measures, pretty much all measures of affordability, houses have never been more affordable. There's a tax benefit, a return on investment in owning a house, and he thinks that the demographics actually are in favor of a return to eventually a return to a more stable market. And in fact, the Case-Schiller questionnaire that goes out in multiple cities asking homeowners what they think about the future in terms of appreciation, the most recent survey showed that owners expect in the next year to see an appreciation of 5.2%. Whether that is going to prove to be true, who knows? But basically, the article ends by saying, I'll read this. It says, "Housing has perhaps never been a better bargain, and sooner or later buyers will regain faith, inventories will shrink to reasonable levels, prices will rise, and we'll even start building again. The American dream is not dead, it's just taking a well-deserved rest." Interesting article. It's in the New York Times, and I have a copy of it online. If you can't find it, just call me or email me and I'll get you a copy of it. You can reach me at 215-519-1399, talking about real estate in Yardley, Pennsylvania.